Okay, I'm Mike again. Hi, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about tapping. So I'll just give you a brief little flurry and then we'll break it down and show you what it means. Okay, now basically what that technique is using is something that I call crossover tapping. And by that I mean that the right hand slips underneath into the territory of the left hand, plays notes that the left hand could play. And the reason I do that is primarily because I actually like the sound of that hard thwack down that you get from the right hand. But what I'll do is first of all show you what I mean as well by crossover tapping, by not crossover tapping. And so this lick starts with something like this, without the crossover tapping. But what I'd like to do is to slip the right hand underneath, so it plays fourth note in the sequence that could have been played by the left hander. But I think you'll notice it's got a slightly different tone, and that's the primary reason why I like to do that. I love that slightly more harder edged tone. And then I'm just going to carry it up the scale like this slow. So I show you slow. And I think I've just finished it with a random lick. This is also based on tapping. Taking this little tiny power chord. It doesn't sound like a power chord up here, but it is just, it's a C power chord. And then adding the ninth. This is basically a C power chord, add 9. Okay, now what the other technique that I was involving in this technique was just basically left hand slam-ons to get from one string to the other. There's no other way that you can do it, either descending. When this technique works really well descending as well, I'll just show you the run in reverse look. It's actually slightly easier because it's easier for the slam-on. You've got a stronger finger and it's just easier. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. But what I did originally was the ascending version of that, where when you pull off from here, you have to slam onto there. Just good practice for building up the strength in that hand for this kind of technique. And just carry on. Slam over. And of course, if you're using this crossover technique, of course, it doesn't have to be limited to that. I mean, I was doing this, I finished it off with this lick earlier on, but I could have finished it off and started more notes that way. So basically, crossover tapping, it's just got an unlimited potential, really. Okay, so I hope that licking technique is explained well enough. And if you want to check out any others that, I'm not sure how many there's going to be done today, but however many we do, you can check it out on facebook.com/guitar studies or youtube.com/guitar studies. Cheers.